Hi everyone, we are just going to start a new lesson, a line in space. In today's lecture, in this session basically we will be discussing equation of a line in space. So दो फॉर्मेट में हम लोग को डिस्कस करने वाला है. फर्स्ट वन इज अ वेक्टर फॉर्म एंड सेकेंड वन इज द कार्टेशियन फॉर्म. उसके बाद हम लोग एक फॉर्मूला डिराइव करने वाला है फॉर एंगल बिटवीन टू लाइंस. मीन्स दो लाइन में का मतलब एंगल क्या होना चाहिए, उसके लिए एक फॉर्मूला है जिसका हम लोग डेरिवेशन करने वाले हैं. इन दैट आर्टिकल विल बी हाईलाइटिंग टू स्पेशल केसेस हियर. कंडीशन फॉर पैरेलल लाइंस मीन्स पैरेलल लाइन के लिए क्या कंडीशन होना चाहिए एंड परपेंडिकुलर लाइन के लिए क्या कंडीशन होना चाहिए. Followed by skew lines discussion. Means what is mean by exactly skew lines? मतलब skew line exactly होता क्या है? What is the distance, shortest distance between the skew lines? उसके बाद हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे distance between parallel line. मतलब parallel line में का मतलब distance का भी एक फॉर्मूला एक्चुअली, तो उसका भी हम लोग थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन करेंगे. Followed by few numericals based on all of these concepts. अभी हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे equation of a line in space in vector form as well as in Cartesian form. तो बेसिकली लाइन का इक्वेशन डिराइव करने से पहले बेसिकली लाइन डिफाइन होना चाहिए इन अ स्पेस. तो लाइन डिफाइन करने के लिए बेसिकली ये दो इनपुट डेटा का हमें रिक्वायरमेंट है. फर्स्ट वन इज अ पासिंग पॉइंट एंड सेकंड वन इज अ डायरेक्शन. मींस अगर हमें कोई बोल दे कि इस पॉइंट से मतलब लाइन डिफाइन करना है तो हम लोग इनफाइनाइट लाइंस ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं पासिंग थ्रू दिस पॉइंट बेसिकली. सो लाइन का डायरेक्शन भी इंपॉर्टेंट है टू फिक्स द लाइन. सो इस पॉइंट से इस डायरेक्शन में अगर लाइन ड्रॉ करना है तो बेसिकली एक ही लाइन पॉसिबल है. दैट मीन्स लाइन इज डिफाइंड एक्चुअली. अगर लाइन डिफाइन है तो इस लाइन का हम लोग इक्वेशन डिराइव कर सकते हैं. सो फॉर दैट हम लोग को बेसिकली ये दो इनपुट डेटा डिफाइन करना है यहाँ पे. देन वी कैन स्टार्ट डिराइविंग इक्वेशन ऑफ अ लाइन. सो basically A is our passing point. This is x-axis, y-axis, this is z-axis for example. Okay, so अभी planar diagram है तो मतलब z-axis मैं यहाँ पे consider नहीं कर रहा हूँ. तो basically A is a passing point, so line passes through this point and our line is basically parallel to another vector whose direction ratio is given by b bar. So b bar is given by ai plus bj plus ck. तो बेसिकली अपना लाइन अगर इस वेक्टर को पैरेलल है एंड इस पॉइंट से पास हो रहा है तो ऑप्शन नहीं है हमें कि हमें यही डायरेक्शन में लाइन ड्रॉ करना है और इसी पॉइंट में से लाइन ड्रॉ करना है. दैट मीन्स लाइन इज डिफाइंड एक्चुअली. तो अभी हमें फाइंड करना है इक्वेशन ऑफ दिस लाइन इन वेक्टर एज वेल एज इन कार्टेशियन फॉर्म. तो अभी लाइन का इक्वेशन फाइंड करने का बहुत बेसिक प्रोसीजर है कि कंसीडर अ वेरिएबल पॉइंट ऑन अ लाइन. मतलब लाइन के ऊपर कहाँ पे तो एक पॉइंट एज्यूम करो. नाउ कंसीडर दैट पॉइंट एज से आर बार. बेसिकली आर बार इज अ पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ दैट वेरिएबल पॉइंट. तो एज दिस पॉइंट इज वेरिएबल मतलब वो लाइन पे कहाँ पे भी हो सकता है. दैट मीन्स आर बार रिप्रेजेंट्स इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट. मतलब कहाँ पे भी हो सकता है. दैट मीन्स लाइन के ऊपर तो इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट्स है. दैट मीन्स आर बार रिप्रेजेंट्स इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट. तो अगर इन केस हम लोग ने अगर आर बार के फॉर्म में इक्वेशन डिराइव किया, दैट मीन्स आर बार का फॉर्म का इक्वेशन, दैट मीन्स इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट का इक्वेशन एक्चुअली. सो इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट का इक्वेशन हमें एक सिंगल इक्वेशन में मिल रहा है इन टर्म्स ऑफ आर बार. सो दैट इज नथिंग बट इक्वेशन ऑफ अ लाइन बिकॉज इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट का इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन दिस लाइन दैट इज नथिंग बट इक्वेशन ऑफ अ लाइन. तो हमें तो इतना ही सोचना है एक्चुअली कि आर बार का इक्वेशन हम लोग कैसे डिराइव कर सकते हैं. AR bar, it can be written as lambda times B bar. The scalar multiple of a vector, it results into another vector whose direction is same as that of original vector. Just size में थोड़ा बहुत difference रहेगा. It depends on value of lambda here. तो अभी इस केस में अगर हम लोग ट्रायंगल लॉ यूज करेंगे, ट्रायंगल लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन, तो हम लोग आर बार का इक्वेशन फाइंड कर सकते हैं. अभी देख लो आप, if two vectors, these two vectors of same kind are represented by two adjacent sides of a triangle taken in order, then the resultant is represented by third side of triangle. That means r bar is resultant basically. R bar can be written as, for example, if this point is A, then this vector can be written as A bar, small a bar, because this is position vector of point A. So R bar can be written as A bar plus lambda B bar. So A bar plus lambda times B bar. So basically this is vector equation of a line where A bar is the passing point and B bar is the direction ratio of our line. Basically B bar is the direction ratio of a line which is parallel to our line, but parallel line का direction ratio and our line का direction ratio exactly same रहेगा because lines are parallel, so direction ratios are same. So r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda times b bar is the vector equation of a line जहाँ पे lambda होगा a scalar, b bar होगा direction ratio of our line and a bar होगा passing point of our line. तो अभी अगर लैम्डा का वैल्यू आप 0 सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दोगे, इफ लैम्डा वैल्यू इज 0 फॉर एग्जांपल, दैट मींस ये साइज डायरेक्टली 0 बन जाएगा, दैट मींस हमें a बार का इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा. सो r बार इज इक्वल टू a बार इफ लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू 0, दैट मींस ये पॉइंट का इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा. इफ वैल्यू ऑफ लैम्डा इज से फॉर एग्जांपल 1, तो लैम्डा का वैल्यू अगर 1 रहेगा, दैट मींस इज b बार, सो b बार जितना ही साइज रहेगा तो हमें इस पॉइंट का इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा डायरेक्टली. इफ लैम्डा वैल्यू इज फॉर एग्जांपल 2, दैट मींस इफ लैम्डा इज 2, दैट मींस दिस इज 2 b बार, दैट मींस b बार से डबल साइज का एक वेक्टर मिल जाएगा हमें, दैट मींस इतना वेक्टर, दैट मींस ये पॉइंट का हमें इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा. सो लैम्डा की जगह पे आप इनफाइनाइट वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं, दैट मींस इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट्स हमें मिल सकता है. इफ लैम्डा वैल्यू इज से -1, अगर लैम्डा की जगह पे हमने -1 सब्स्टिट्यूट किया, दैट मींस माइनस ऑफ b बार, इट बिकम्स माइनस ऑफ b बार. इफ दिस इज b बार, देन माइनस ऑफ b बार एग्जैक्टली रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में रहेगा विद सेम साइज, दैट मींस पॉइंट शायद यहाँ पे रहेगा, एग्जैक्टली सेम साइज रिवर्स डायरेक्शन, सो यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट रहेगा, दैट मींस हमें ये पॉइंट का इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा. दैट मींस r bar is a variable point on a line, is a variable point on a line. So by changing value of lambda, हमें infinite point का information basically ये एक simple equation दे सकता है. That means this is nothing but equation of a line in vector form. तो अभी हमें वेक्टर फॉर्म को कन्वर्ट करना है इन कार्टेशियन फॉर्म. We already know that equation of a line in vector form can be written as r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda times b bar, where a bar is a passing point and b bar is a direction ratio of our line and lambda is basically a scalar. So वेक्टर फॉर्म को कार्टेशियन फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना है, तो थोड़ा सा assumptions करना है हमें, दैट पासिंग पॉइंट इज x1 y1 z1. So passing point basically in Cartesian form can be written as x1 y1 z1. A variable point r in Cartesian form we need to write it as x, y, z. So if we substitute these values here, that means r bar can be written as x times I plus y times j plus z times k. A bar is a position vector of this point A, that means A bar can be written as x1 I plus y1 times j plus z1 times k plus lambda times b bar. So b bar is a direction ratio of our line, and we know that b bar is represented as AI bar. B bar is represented as AI bar plus BJ bar plus C times K bar. So ABC are direction ratio of our line. So B bar can be written as AI bar plus B times J plus C times K here. So still this is a vector form because still we have I, J, K here. So we need to replace I, J, K with X, Y, Z and X1, Y1, Z1 here. Okay. So ये वाला पार्ट बेसिकली इस साइड मतलब शिफ्ट करेंगे और I कॉमन करेंगे हम लोग. दैट मीन्स x माइनस x1 टाइम्स I प्लस y माइनस y1 टाइम्स j प्लस z माइनस z1 टाइम्स k कैन बी रिटन एज x माइनस x1 टाइम्स I, y माइनस y1 टाइम्स j, z माइनस z1 टाइम्स k कैन बी रिटन एज a lambda I, कैन बी रिटन एज a lambda टाइम्स I प्लस अगेन b lambda times b lambda times j and plus c lambda times k. तो अभी डायरेक्टली कंपैरिजन करना है. I coefficient should be equal to I coefficient here. That means x minus x1 it should be equal to a lambda. At the same time y minus y1 it should be equal to b lambda, and then finally z minus z1 it should be equal to c times lambda here. So lambda can be written as x minus x1 divided by a. At the same time lambda can also be written as y minus y1 divided by b. That means lambda here can be written as z minus z1 divided by c. So basically equation of a line in Cartesian form can be generalized as x minus x1 divided by a is equal to y minus y1 divided by b is equal to z minus z1 divided by c is equal to some constant lambda. So this is nothing but equation of a line in Cartesian form where x1 y1 z1 is basically a passing point and a b c are basically direction ratio of our line and lambda is a constant, so value of lambda decides point on a line. अभी हम लोग कुछ न्यूमेरिकल्स करेंगे बेस्ड ऑन इक्वेशन ऑफ अ लाइन इन वेक्टर फॉर्म एज वेल एज इक्वेशन ऑफ अ लाइन इन कार्टेशियन फॉर्म. तो सबसे पहले मैं यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ इक्वेशन ऑफ अ लाइन इन वेक्टर एज वेल एज इन कार्टेशियन फॉर्म. वी नो दैट इक्वेशन ऑफ अ लाइन इन वेक्टर फॉर्म कैन बी रिटन एज r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda times b bar, where a bar is a passing point and b bar is the direction ratio of our line. So I will write here that a bar is a passing point here. So a bar is a passing point, and b bar is basically direction ratio of our line, DRS of our line. Now, equation of a line in Cartesian form can be written as x minus x1 divided by a is equal to y minus y1 divided by b is equal to z minus z1 divided by c, where x1, y1, z1 is basically passing point of our line, and a comma b comma c is basically direction ratio of our line. That means direction ratio DRS is basically a comma b comma c, and passing point is basically x1, y1, and then z1 is basically passing point of our line. So question number 1, find equation of a line which passes through point 1, 2, 3 and parallel to 3i plus 2j minus 2k. So we'll try to find equation of this line in both of this form, in vector as well as in Cartesian form. So I will write given data here. So passing point is basically 1, 2, 3, and direction ratio, that is b bar, direction ratio of our line is basically 3i plus 2 times j and minus of 2 times k. Now equation of line in vector form is given by r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda times b bar. So r bar can be written as a bar is a passing point. Now passing point is basically I plus 2j and then plus 3k plus lambda times b bar is direction ratio of our line, that is equal to 3i plus 2 times j minus 2 times k. So basically this is a vector form of this line. Now Cartesian form. Now we know that Cartesian equation of a line can be written as x minus x1 divided by a is equal to y minus y1 divided by b is equal to z minus z1 divided by c is equal to some constant equal to lambda. The passing point x1, y1, z1 is basically 1, 2, 3. That means x minus 1 is equal to y minus 2 is equal to z minus of this 3. Now a, b, c are nothing but direction ratio of our line. So in this case direction ratio is given as 3, 2 and minus 2. So just use 3, 2 and then minus 2 here. So this is nothing but basically Cartesian equation of a line. Now question number 2, find vector equation of a line if a Cartesian equation of a same line is given by that equation. Now compare this Cartesian equation of a given line with the standard Cartesian equation. So I will write here equation of a line in Cartesian form, that is equal to x minus x1 divided by say a is equal to y minus y1 divided by b is equal to z minus z1 divided by c here. So just by comparison we can write value of a, value of b and value of c here. Value of a should be equal to 2, value of b should be equal to 4 here, and value of c should be equal to 7. That means direction ratio of our line is actually 2, 4 and then 7. Now x1 point can be written as 1. Now y1 can be written as, now y plus 3 it can be written as y minus of minus 3. That means this is y minus of y1. So minus remains plus. So this is y minus of y1. That means y1 point is minus 3 here. So y1 point is actually minus 3 and z1 point is actually 1 here. That means passing point is 1, minus 3, 1 and direction ratio of our line is 2, 4, 7. That means equation of a line in vector form. We know that equation of a line in vector form is r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda times b bar. That means r bar is equal to a bar is a passing point. That means passing point becomes I plus minus of 3j and then plus 1 times k plus lambda times b bar is b bar is the direction ratio which is equal to 2, 4 and then 7. That means 2i plus 4j plus 7k. So this is the vector equation of this line. Question number 3. Find coordinate of a passing point and direction ratio of a line whose Cartesian equation is given by like this. Now सबसे पहले हमें ये Cartesian equation को मतलब standard Cartesian equation में convert करना है and then just by comparison हमें आंसर करना है कि कोऑर्डिनेट मतलब कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ पासिंग पॉइंट क्या है एंड डायरेक्शन रेशियो क्या है. सो सबसे पहले कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x इन स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म शुड बी इक्वल टू 1, कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ y शुड बी इक्वल टू 1, कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ z शुड बी इक्वल टू 1. बट इन आवर केस कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x इज 2 हियर, कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ y इज 1, ओके फाइन, एंड कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ z इज -2 हियर. सो हमें थोड़ा सा चेंज करना है यहाँ पे, तो यहाँ पे मैं जस्ट 2 कॉमन कर लेता हूँ. सो 2 कॉमन, देन x minus of 1 whole divided by 3 can be written as y plus 2 divided by 4 here is equal to, यहाँ पे अगर -2 कॉमन करें हम लोग तो z माइनस ऑफ 2 डिवाइड बाय 6 ऐसे लिख सकते हैं यहाँ पे. That means equation of a line becomes x minus 1 divided by 3 divided by 2. It can be written as again. So y minus of y1 चाहिए because this y plus something है. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा चेंज करना पड़ेगा हमें. So y minus of यहाँ पे minus 2 कर देंगे हम लोग divided by 4 is equal to z minus of 2 divided by 6 divided by minus 2. 6 divided by minus of 2. So equation of a line becomes x minus 1 divided by 3 by 2 is equal to y minus of minus 2 divided by 4 is equal to again z minus of 2 divided by minus of 3. That means x1, y1, z1 that is equal to passing point. So passing point can be written as just by comparison x minus x1 value is 1 here, y minus y1 value is 2 minus 2 sorry, and z minus z1 so z1 value is 2 here. That means passing point is 1 minus 2 and 2. So passing point is 1 minus 2 and then 2. And direction ratio DRS that is A, B, C. So direction ratio of our line is actually compared to the direction ratio A, B, C है. So direction ratio is 3 by 2, 4 and minus 3. So direction ratio is 3 by 2, 4 and then minus of 3. But we also know that a constant multiple of direction ratio, it remains direction ratio of the same line. तो अगर हम लोग इसको मतलब 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, that means this becomes 3, then 8 and then minus 6. This is still direction ratio of our line. So हम लोग direction ratio ये लिखना prefer करेंगे because this is fraction. Okay. Question number 4. Find equation of a line which passes through point minus 2, 4 and minus 5. And our line is parallel to a line whose Cartesian equation is given as x plus 3 divided by 3, y minus 4 divided by 5 and z plus 8 divided by 6. So basically direction ratio of a line which is parallel to our line, direction ratio is given by 3, 5 and then 6. 3, 5 and then 6. So this is basically direction ratio of a line which is parallel to our line. So our line is passing through minus 2, 4 and minus 5 and our line should be parallel to that line. That means line should be like this. Okay, so directly we can carry over that DRS because if lines are parallel, that means direction ratio remains same. So direction ratio in our case is also 3, 5, 6. Now we know that equation of a line in Cartesian form is given by x minus x1 divided by a is equal to y minus y1 divided by b is equal to z minus z1 divided by c here. So x1, y1, z1 is a passing point that is equal to minus 2, 4 and minus 5. That means x minus of minus 2 divided by y minus of y1 is 4 here is equal to z minus of z1 is minus 5 here divided by a, b, c are basically direction ratio that is equal to 3, 5 and then 6. That means equation of a line in Cartesian form can be written as x plus 2 divided by 3 is equal to y minus 4 divided by 5 is equal to z plus 5 divided by 6 is equal to some constant here. Okay, so this is equation of a line in Cartesian form. If we want to write this equation in a vector form, we can write like r bar. We know that equation of a line in vector form can be written as r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda times v bar. So a bar is a passing point, so a bar passing point is minus 2, 4 and minus 5. That means minus 2i plus 4 times j minus of 5 times k. So r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda times, so b bar is basically direction ratio that is equal to 3, 5 and then 6. So 3i plus 5j plus 6 times k. So this is vector equation of a line and this is Cartesian equation of a line. Question number 5. Find vector and Cartesian equation of a line passing through point minus 1, 0 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. So basically we have a line which passes through point, say for example that point is say A, minus 1, 0 and 2. Let this point be say B, that is equal to 3, 4, 6. Now we know that equation of a line in Cartesian form can be written as x minus x1 by A, y minus y1 by B and z minus z1 by C. Where x1, y1, z1 are basically passing point and A, B, C is basically direction ratio of our line. अभी इस केस में दो पासिंग पॉइंट है हमारे पास, सो इवन ये भी पासिंग पॉइंट यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं अपन, इवन ये पासिंग पॉइंट भी हम लोग वहां पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं. सो इसलिए दो फॉर्मेट में आपको ये आंसर एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूं मैं. x माइनस x1 डिवाइड बाय a, इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन इज x माइनस x1 बाय a, y माइनस y1 डिवाइड बाय b इज इक्वल टू z माइनस z1 डिवाइड बाय c हियर. नाउ we need to find a, b, c, that means direction ratio of our line. So ab bar can be written as b bar minus of a bar. हम लोग ने ये ऑलरेडी स्टडी किया है फर्स्ट लेक्चर में, दैट डायरेक्शन रेशियो ऑफ अ लाइन पासिंग थ्रू 2 पॉइंट्स is given by, for example, AB bar can be written as B bar minus of A bar. So B minus A, that means 3 minus of minus 1, that is equal to 4I. Then 4 minus 0, that is equal to 4 times J, and 6 minus of 2, that means 4 times K. So basically this is direction ratio of our line, that is 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 4 is basically direction ratio of our line. Even this direction ratio can also be written as 1, 1, 1 because a constant multiple of direction ratio is also a direction ratio. If we multiply this direction ratio by say 1 by 4, so 1 by 4 times 4, that is equal to 1. 1 by 4 times 4, again 1, again 1. That means even 4, 4, 4, that direction ratio is corresponds to 1, 1, 1. Both of these direction ratios are identical actually. So equation of line can be written as x minus of x1 value is 3 here is equal to y minus y1 value is 4 here is equal to z minus z1 value is 6 here, and ABC are nothing but direction ratios. For direction ratios I can refer 1, 1 and then 1. So this is equation of a line in Cartesian form. If this equation of a line in Cartesian form, and we know that vector equation of line can be written as r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda b bar, where a bar is a passing point. So passing point is 3, 4 then 6, that means 3I plus 4j plus 6 times k plus lambda times B bar is a direction ratio actually, so I plus j plus k, so I plus j plus k. So this is equation of a line in vector form. Now equation of the same line in another format, if we use this as a passing point, so equation of a line becomes x minus, value of x1 is minus 1 here, so x minus of minus 1 becomes x plus 1 is equal to y minus of y1 value is 0 here, so y1 value is 0 here, is equal to z minus of z1 value is 2 here, so z minus 2 divided by direction ratio are 1, 1, 1. Even we can write direction ratio as minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, because as this is a line and line possesses two directions, so even multiplying this by negative number it still remains direction ratio of a line. Means basically AB का direction अपन ने यहाँ पे find किया ये वाला, okay? If we multiply this by minus 1, then direction ratio becomes minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. That means ये डायरेक्शन का हमें डायरेक्शन रेशियो आएगा. इवन लाइन पोजेस बोथ ऑफ दिस डायरेक्शंस, सो यहाँ पे इवन माइनस वन भी अपन लिख सकते हैं, बट आई एम जस्ट रेफरिंग 1, 1, 1 हियर. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो इक्वेशन ऑफ अ लाइन इन कार्टेशियन फॉर्म. बेसिकली ये दोनों इक्वेशन मैच नहीं कर रहे, बट स्टिल बोथ ऑफ दिस आंसर्स आर करेक्ट. ओके, so equation of this line in vector form can also be written as r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda b bar. So value of a bar that is passing point is minus of I plus 0j plus 2 times k plus lambda times value of b bar is I plus j plus k.
Question number 6. Find equation of a line in Cartesian form passing through this point and perpendicular to two lines having direction ratios 2, 1, 2 and 3, 2, 3. Okay. Now, we know that equation of a line in Cartesian form is x minus x1 divided by a is equal to y minus y1 divided by b is equal to z minus z1 divided by c, where x1, y1, z1 is basically passing point. So passing point, we know that passing point is 2, 3, 4. So we will refer that as it is. So x minus x1 value is 2 here is equal to y minus y1 value is 3 is equal to z minus z1 value is 4 here. So we just need to find direction ratio of our line. Now we need to find direction ratio of our line. Now it has been given that our line is perpendicular to both of these two vectors. So a line perpendicular to both of these two vectors is given by their cross product. तो क्या होता है actually? If for example this is p bar, this is q bar. For example, this is p bar and this is q bar. अगर इन दोनों का हम लोग क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट कर देंगे, that means cross product of two vectors results into another vector which is perpendicular to both of these two vectors. Okay. Cross product of these two vectors p bar and q bar, it results into another vector which is perpendicular to both of these two vectors. That means to calculate a vector or to calculate a direction ratio of a line which is perpendicular to both of these two vectors, we need to calculate cross product of these two vectors. That means
So cross product of these two vectors, that is equal to I, j, and then k. So 2, 1, 2, then 3, 2, 3. That means I into 3 minus 4, that is equal to minus of 1, minus j into 6, 6, 6, minus 6, that is equal to 0, and then plus k into 4 minus 3, that is equal to 1. That means cross product of these two vectors, it becomes minus of I plus 0j and then plus k. That means direction ratio of a line perpendicular to these two vectors is given by minus 1, 0, and then 1. So we'll refer this direction ratio for our line, that is equal to minus 1, 0, 1, because our line is perpendicular to both of these two vectors. So our answer will be x minus 2 divided by minus 1, y minus 3 divided by 0, and z minus 4 divided by 1. अभी हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे हाउ टू फाइंड एंगल बिटवीन टू लाइंस. नाउ assume that A1, B1 and C1 be the direction ratio of first line and A2, B2, C2 be the direction ratio of a second line. Now we need to find angle, we need to find acute angle between these two lines. Now direction ratio vector can be written as A1I plus B1J plus C1 times K. Direction ratio vector in this case for second line can be written as A2 times I plus B2 times J plus C2 times K. To find angle between two vectors, we prefer dot product between them. So vector number 1 that is equal to A1 times I plus B1 times J plus C1 times K dot second vector, that is equal to A2 times I plus B2 times J plus C2 times K. It can be written as, now we know that dot product of two vectors, that is equal to, for example, if P bar dot Q bar, it can be written as mod P then mod Q into cos of angle between these two vectors. So dot product of these two vectors can be written as magnitude of first vector, that is equal to magnitude of first vector is say A1 square under root of A1 square B1 square plus C1 square into magnitude of second vector, that is equal to A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square into cosine of angle between them, so into cos of theta. Now we know that dot product in dot product हम लोग I का कोएफिशिएंट एंड I का कोएफिशिएंट मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. So कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ I into कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ I, that is equal to A1 A2, that means A1 A2 plus coefficient of J into coefficient of J, that is equal to B1 B2 plus coefficient of K into coefficient of K, that is equal to C1 times C2. That means A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 can be written as under root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into again under root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square into cosine of angle between them. So from this result, cos of theta can be written as A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 whole divided by under root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, again under root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. So this is the formula to find angle between two lines having direction ratios A1 B1 C1 and A2 B2 C2. तो अभी हम लोग यहाँ पे just mod करेंगे, because if this calculation it becomes negative, for example, means if A1 A2 B1 B2 and C1 C2 becomes negative, that means cos of theta becomes negative, and we know that cos of obtuse angle is negative. That means हमें दो लाइन में का मतलब obtuse angle भी मिल सकता है. To limit our discussion for acute angle, we just need to do mod here, because अगर negative भी हुआ, so mod of negative it becomes positive. That means theta should be acute angle then. अभी हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे condition for perpendicular line as well as condition for parallel line. For example, we have two lines. Direction ratio of first line be say A1 B1 C1, and direction ratio of second line be say A2 B2 and then C2. And angle between them is 90. That means these two lines are perpendicular to each other. Now we know that angle between two line formula is cos theta is equal to mod of, अभी हमने derive किया actually, A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 times C2 divided by under root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, again under root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 times square. Now if angle between two vectors is 90, that means if theta is equal to 90 here, so cos 90, we know that cos 90 is equal to 0. So 0 into anything, it becomes 0 then. That means 0, it should be equal to mod of A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 times C2.
So mod of a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2 is equal to 0. That means basically a1 a2 b1 b2 plus c1 c2 should be equal to 0. That means if lines are perpendicular to each other, that means a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2, it should be equal to 0. So this is condition for perpendicular lines. Now we'll discuss condition for parallel lines then. So I'm assuming two lines here whose direction ratio is say a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2. हमने फर्स्ट लेक्चर में ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया है. इफ लाइंस आर पैरेलल दैट मीन्स दे रिप्रेजेंट सेम डायरेक्शन. इफ दे रिप्रेजेंट सेम डायरेक्शन देन देयर डायरेक्शन रेशियोज इट मस्ट बी सेम और प्रोपोर्शनल. तो अभी हम लोग यहाँ पे ऐसे क्लेम कर सकते हैं, इफ टू लाइंस आर पैरेलल दैट मीन्स देयर डायरेक्शन रेशियोज आर प्रोपोर्शनल. दैट मीन्स a1 divided by a2 it should be equal to b1 divided by b2, it should be equal to c1 divided by c2. So if lines are parallel, they need to satisfy this condition, a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, it should be equal. Or vice versa, if a line satisfies this equation, if two lines satisfy this equation, a1 by 2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, that means these two lines are parallel to each other. अभी हम लोग थोड़ा न्यूमेरिकल करेंगे based on angle between two lines. Now question number 1. Show that line passing through points, these two points, is perpendicular to line passing through these two points. So for example, बेसिकली हमें क्या करना है, 1, -1, 2 एंड देन 3, 4, -2. तो ये लाइन को, लाइन पासिंग थ्रू दीज टू पॉइंट्स एंड लाइन पासिंग थ्रू 0, 3, 2 एंड 3, 5, 6, लाइन पासिंग थ्रू दीज टू पॉइंट्स एंड लाइन पासिंग थ्रू दीज टू पॉइंट्स आर परपेंडिकुलर टू ईच अदर. ये हमें बेसिकली प्रूव करना है यहाँ पे. आई एम कंसिडरिंग दिस पॉइंट एज A, दिस पॉइंट एज B. So we'll find first AB bar, direction ratio of AB bar. We know that AB bar can be written as B bar minus of A bar. So AB bar can be written as B bar minus of A bar. That means AB bar can be written as 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2I, 4 minus of -1, that is equal to plus 5J, and -2 minus of 2, that is equal to minus of 4K. So basically this is direction ratio of AB bar. This is direction ratio of AB bar. Now we'll find I will call this point as say for example C and this point as say for example D. Now we'll find we'll find CD bar here. So CD bar can be written as D bar D bar minus of C bar. So D bar minus of C bar. That means CD bar becomes D bar minus C bar. That means 3 minus 0, that is equal to 3I, 3 times I. 5 minus 3, that is equal to plus 2 times J, and 6 minus 2, that is equal to plus 4 times K. So this is basically CD bar. Now we need to prove that AB is perpendicular to CD here. So अभी हमने स्टडी किया है condition for two perpendicular lines. Two lines are perpendicular only if A1 A2 B1 B2 and C1 C2 should be equal to 0. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग कर सकते हैं A1 A2 then B1 B2 and C1 C2. और हमें वेरीफाई करना है if this is 0 for example, that means we can say that these two lines are perpendicular provided they are coplanar. So A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 फाइंड करना होता है हमें. If this value is equal to 0, that means lines are perpendicular. So A1 A2 becomes 6 here, B1 B2 becomes 10 here, and C1 C2 becomes minus of 16. That means 6 plus 10, that is equal to 16 minus of 16, it becomes 0. That means A1 A2 B1 B2 C1 C2 is 0. That means lines are perpendicular. So lines are perpendicular to each other. Now question number 2. Show that line passing through these two points is parallel to line passing through these two points. So I will mention here this point as A, this point as say B. So A point is basically 4, 7, 8. B point is say 2, 3, 4. Then we'll mention this point as say C, that is equal to -1, -2 and then 1. And this point D for example, that is equal to 1, 2, 5. So we need to prove that AB is basically AB is parallel to CD. We need to prove that one. So for that we'll find direction ratio of AB bar here. So AB bar can be written as B bar minus of A bar. So B bar minus of A bar, that is equal to minus of 2I, then 3 minus 7, that is equal to minus of 4J, and then 4 minus 8, that is equal to minus of 4K. This is direction ratio of AB bar. Now we'll find CD bar direction ratio. CD bar can be written as D bar minus C bar. So D bar minus of C bar, that is equal to 1 minus -1, that is equal to plus 2I,
then 2 minus of minus 2 that is equal to plus 2 that is equal to plus 4 times j, and 5 minus of 1 that is equal to plus 4 times k. So basically this direction ratio of AB bar as well as this direction ratio of CD bar. Two lines are parallel if their direction ratios are proportional. That means A1 by A2 should be equal to B1 by B2 should be equal to C1 by C2. तो यही हमें verify करना है actually. So A1 value is -2 here, and B1 A2 value is 2 here. B1 value is -4 and then B2 value is 4. C1 value is -4 again and then C2 value is 4 here. Okay, so अभी जो कुछ भी ये ratio है, then we can mention equality sign here because this is -1, this is -1, even this is -1, even this is -1. That means we can mention equality sign here. That means A1 by A2, B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. ये verify किया अपन ने. That means lines should be parallel. So question number 3, find angle between following pair of lines. तो यहाँ पे दो lines in a vector form दिया है, यहाँ पे दो lines in a Cartesian form दिया है. We know that angle between lines is given by cos theta is equal to mod of A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 divided by under root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, again under root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Now this is passing point because we know that vector equation of line is r bar is equal to A bar plus lambda times B bar. So we need to use this direction ratio here. This is A1 B1 C1, this is A2 B2 C2. That means value of cos theta becomes A1 A2 that is equal to 3, B1 B2 that is equal to 4, C1 C2 that is equal to 12 divided by under root of A1 square B1 square C1 square. That means 3 square is 9, B1 square that is equal to 2 square is equal to 4 and C1 square that is equal to 36, and again under root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. That means 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4 here, plus again 2 square is 4. That means angle between this pair of lines cos theta is given by mod of so this becomes 19, I guess. So this is 19, just divide by 36 plus 4 is 40 plus 9 49, under root of 49 is 7, and 4 plus 4 plus 1 that is equal to 9, and under root of 9 is equal to 3 here. That means value of cos theta becomes 19 divided by 21. Value of cos theta becomes 19 divided by 21. That means theta becomes cos inverse of 19 divided by 21 here. Now second subtype, find angle between pair of lines. So basically ये दो lines का हमें Cartesian equation दिया है यहाँ पे, where this is A1 B1 C1 and this is A2 B2 C2, because these are direction ratios of first line, this is direction ratio of second line. Angle between two lines, that is cos theta, is given by same formula A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 times C2, just divide by under root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, again under root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. That means value of cos of angle between these two lines is given by A1 A2 that is equal to -2, B1 B2 that is equal to plus 40, C1 C2 that is equal to minus of 12, under root of A1 square B1 square C1 square, that means 4 plus 5 square that is equal to 25, and plus minus 3 square that is equal to 9, under root of again A2 square that is equal to 1 plus 8 square is 64 and 4 square is 16 here. That means value of cos theta becomes 40 minus of 14 that is equal to 26, divide by 25 plus 9 is 34 plus 4 is 38. So under root of 38, again under root of 64 plus 1 is, I guess 80 plus 1 is 81, and under root of 81 is 9 here. So value of cos theta is equal to 26 divided by 9 under root 38. That means theta can be written as cos inverse of 26 divided by 9 under root of 38. So this is angle between these two vectors. Sorry, this is angle between these two lines. Question number 4. Find value of P if these two lines are perpendicular to each other. Now we know that if lines are perpendicular to each other, that means A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2, it should be equal to 0 here. Now we need to find direction ratio of first line as well as direction ratio of second line. Now this equation, this Cartesian equation is not in a general format. General format is like x minus x1 divided by a. So this is like some constant minus of x. So I will take -1 common here, So x minus of 1 divided by 3. We need to take 7 common here. That means y minus of 2 divided by 2p here, and z minus of 3 divided by 2. And equation of second line. For second line we need to take -7 common because we need to make coefficient of x as 1. So -7 common, that means x minus of 1, -7 is +7, okay, whole divided by 3p is equal to y minus 5 divided by 1, and we need to take -1 common here, that means z minus of 6 divided by 5. This is equation of second line. That means Cartesian equation of these two lines can be written as now x minus 1 divided by minus of 3 is equal to y minus 2 divided by 2p divided by 7, that means 2p divided by 7 is equal to z minus of 3 divided by 2, and equation of second line can be written as x minus 1 divided by 3p divided by -7 is equal to y minus 5 divided by 1 is equal to z minus 6 divided by minus of 5 here. That means this is a1 b1 c1, this is a2 b2 c2. Now these two lines are perpendicular to each other, that means a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2 should be equal to 0. So a1 a2, that means -3 that means -3 into 3p divided by -7 plus b1 b2, that means 2p divided by 7 into 1 plus c1 c2, that is equal to 2 into minus of 5. It should be equal to 0 now. So minus becomes plus. So this is 9p by 7, 9p divided by 7. This is 2p divided by 7, 2p divided by 7. This is -10 and -10 और वो side जाएगा तो it becomes +10. That means this is 11p divided by 7. So 11p divided by 7, it should be equal to 10. That means p should be equal to 70 divided by 11. So value of p is 70 divided by 11 here. Now we'll discuss procedure to calculate distance between parallel lines. So we have two parallel lines, L1 and L2 here. Direction ratio of both of them should be same because lines are parallel, that means direction ratio should be same. So direction ratio, assume that direction ratios be AI plus BJ plus CK. Now A1 be the passing point of first line and A2 be the passing point of second line. So this passing point, that is A1 bar and A2 bar, these passing points are in the vector format. Now in a Cartesian format, passing points can be assumed as x1, y1, z1, and passing point number 2, that means it can be assumed as x2, y2 and then z2. Now calculating, we need to calculate distance between these two parallel lines. That means we need to calculate length of segment A to B here. We need to calculate this length of segment A to B. So in triangle A1, A to B, sin theta can be written as opposite side divided by hypotenuse. That means opposite side is A to B here, divided by hypotenuse is actually A1, A2. That means A to B can be written as A1, A2 into sin of theta. A to B is nothing but actually distance between parallel lines. So I will represent it as D, for example. So D can be written as A1, A2 can be written as magnitude of vector A1, A2 bar. So A1, A2 means basically A1, A2 bar जो कुछ भी vector है यहाँ पे, उस vector का magnitude means A1, A2, length of segment A1, A2. So instead of A1, A2, I have written magnitude of vector A1, A2 bar into sin theta as it is. If you multiply and divide this side by say mod of b bar, so distance between these two parallel lines can be written as A1, A2 bar into mod of b bar into sin of theta whole divided by mod of b bar. So b bar is nothing but direction ratio of our line. So distance between these two parallel lines can be written as magnitude of A1, A2 bar can be written as A2 bar minus of A1 bar into mod of B into sin of theta whole divided by magnitude of B bar. Now by using cross product rule, A bar cross B bar, A vector bar cross B vector, A vector cross B vector can be written as magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sin of angle between them. So यहाँ पे आप notice कर सकते हो, this is first vector A2 minus A1, that is equal to A1, A2 bar. This second vector and this sine of angle between them. So sine of angle between them. So this is nothing but magnitude of cross product. Actually cross product का magnitude का formula actually. So this is nothing but magnitude of cross product of these two vectors. That means distance between these two parallel lines can be written as, this is numerator is nothing but magnitude of cross product. That means A2 minus A1 cross B bar. सो ये दो वेक्टर का बेसिकली क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट का मैग्नीट्यूड है, डिवाइड बाय मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ बी बार मींस डायरेक्शन वेक्टर, डायरेक्शन रेशियो का बेसिकली मैग्नीट्यूड है वो. सो दिस इज डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू पैरेलल लाइंस इन वेक्टर फॉर्मेट. तो हमने जो कुछ भी मतलब फॉर्मूला अभी तक डिराइव किया है, दिस इज वेक्टर फॉर्मेट में डिराइव किया है. तो अभी इसी फॉर्मूला को हम लोग कार्टेशियन फॉर्मूला में कन्वर्ट करने वाले हैं. एंड मेजॉरिटी ऑफ टाइम्स वी आर यूजिंग कार्टेशियन फॉर्मूला टू कैलकुलेट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस टू पैरेलल लाइंस. Okay. So basically this is distance between two parallel lines in vector format. Now a2 bar minus a1 bar, a2 bar minus of a1 bar, that means x2 minus x1 I, y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k. So a2 minus a1 bar can be written as x2 minus x1 I, y2 minus y1j, z2 minus z1k. Cross, we need to do cross product of this vector with b bar. So b bar is basically ai plus bj plus c times k. Now whole divided by magnitude of b bar, magnitude of that vector b bar can be written as under root of a square plus b square plus c square. So this is actually distance between these two parallel lines. Now we know the procedure to calculate cross product of two vectors. इसका actually magnitude करना है हमें. इसका हमें मैग्नीट्यूड करना है. ओके, सो वी नो प्रोसीजर टू कैलकुलेट क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू वेक्टर्स. सो डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस टू पैरेलल लाइंस कैन बी रिटन एज, क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट करेंगे हम लोग. वी नीड टू राइट आई देन जे एंड देन के. सो फर्स्ट वेक्टर में आई जे के कोएफिशिएंट्स x2 minus x1, x2 minus of x1, then y2 minus of y1, then z2 minus of z1. Then second vector ij के coefficients, that is a, b, c, whole divide by under root of a square plus b square plus c square. तो बेसिकली ये तो क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट है और क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट का मैग्नीट्यूड फाइंड करना है हमें. क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट का हमें फाइंड करना है मैग्नीट्यूड. सो बेसिकली दिस इज डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू पैरेलल लाइंस, इन डिटर्मिनेंट फॉर्म और इन अ स्केलर फॉर्म. तो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ टाइम्स हमें ये इसी फॉर्मूला का यूज करना है टू कैलकुलेट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू पैरेलल लाइंस. तो बेसिकली आपको ये प्लीज रटना पड़ेगा, मतलब ये पता होना ही चाहिए फॉर्मूला, दैट मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ आई जे के x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, a b c, then under root of divide by under root of a square plus b square plus c square. This distance between two parallel lines. अभी हम लोग एक न्यूमेरिकल करेंगे बेस्ड ऑन डिस्टेंस बिटवीन पैरेलल लाइंस. नाउ फाइंड डिस्टेंस बिटवीन L1 एंड L2. सो अभी क्वेश्चन में दिया नहीं है कि बेसिकली टू लाइन्स आर पैरेलल, सो हमें वो आइडेंटिफाई करना होता है. सो इक्वेशन ऑफ फर्स्ट लाइन इज r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda times v bar. सो दिस इज डायरेक्शन रेशियो ऑफ फर्स्ट लाइन, दिस इज डायरेक्शन रेशियो ऑफ सेकंड लाइन. एंड अगर आप नोटिस कर सकते हो ये, तो डायरेक्शन रेशियो एग्जैक्टली आइडेंटिकल है. If direction ratios are identical, that means lines are parallel. That means these two lines are parallel actually. So parallel, अगर lines parallel है तो हम लोग distance find करने के लिए parallel lines का formula apply करेंगे यहाँ पे. The distance between parallel line can be written as magnitude of this vector ijk, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, then a b c, then just divided by under root of a square, b square, c square. Now distance can be written as again ijk as it is x2 minus x1. So I'm writing this as x2 y2 z2. This is x1 y1 z1. So x2 minus x1, that is equal to 2, y2 minus y1, that is equal to 1, and then z2 minus of z1, that is equal to minus of 1. Then a b c, that is equal to 2 3 6 whole divide by under root of a square, b square, c square. That means under root of 2 square, that is equal to 4, 3 square is 9, and 6 square, that is equal to 36. That means distance can be written as if you calculate this cross product, so this is equal to 6 minus of minus 3, that is equal to plus 3, that is equal to 9i, minus of j into 6 into 2, 6 into 2 becomes 12, minus of minus, that is equal to plus 2, that is equal to 14j, plus 3 into 2, that is equal to 6, minus of 2, that is equal to 4 times k, whole divided by 7. Because 36 plus 4, 40 plus 9, 49, under root is 7. Now distance can be written as 9i, magnitude of vector 9i minus of 14j plus 4k, whole divided by 7. So magnitude of this vector can be written as under root of 9 square plus minus of 14 square, that is equal to plus 14 square, and then plus 4 square, whole divided by 7. If you do these simple calculations, the distance will be equal to under root of 293, whole divided by 7. तो बच्चों हमें ये वाला फॉर्मूला याद रखना है. सो स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट लेंदी लगेगा, बट आप यूज टू हो जाओगे. तो प्लीज़ ये वाला फॉर्मूला रट लो प्लीज़. अभी हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे स्क्यू लाइंस। थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट लग सकता है आर्टिकल, इमेजिनेशन का पार्ट भी थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है इस आर्टिकल में, तो मैं सजेस्ट करता हूँ आपको कि 2 या 3 बार मतलब रिपीट करके ये वाला आर्टिकल आप देख सकते हो। Skew line, basic definition of skew line is like non-parallel, non-intersecting lines are called as skew lines. अभी आप ये 2 lines देख सकते हो यहाँ पे। So these 2 lines are non-parallel because they do not represent same direction represent नहीं कर रहे हैं दोनों। Okay. At the same time, these lines are never going to intersect anywhere. मतलब आप extend करो इन दोनों line को, मतलब they are not going to intersect anywhere. That means these 2 lines are non-parallel as well as non-intersecting lines. That means these 2 lines are skew lines. तो अभी ये आर्टिकल क्या है, तो हमें फाइंड करना है डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस 2 स्क्यू लाइंस। मतलब ये 2 स्क्यू लाइन में का मतलब हमें डिस्टेंस फाइंड करना है यहाँ पे। तो डिस्टेंस फाइंड करने के लिए एक बेसिक चीज हमें चाहिए। एक्चुअली पूरे डेरिवेशन में ये वाला कॉन्सेप्ट हमें थोड़ा सा रिवाइज करना है, मतलब वो यूज करना है यहाँ पे, तो हम लोग थोड़ा सा उसे रिवाइज करेंगे। सो दिस आर्टिकल बेसिकली क्या है, तो कैलकुलेशन ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन ऑफ वेक्टर ऑन अनदर वेक्टर। मतलब यहाँ पे एक वेक्टर है पी बार, तो पी बार का हमें प्रोजेक्शन फाइंड करना है ऑन अनदर वेक्टर क्यू बार। सो लेंथ ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन फाइंड करना है बेसिकली, यहाँ पे हमें लेंथ ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन, ये लेंथ फाइंड करना है प्रोजेक्शन का। सो पी बार का प्रोजेक्शन ऑन क्यू बार, इसका लेंथ ये रहेगा जो कि हमें फाइंड करना है। नाउ इफ दिस इज पी, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ दिस इज पी, लेंथ ऑफ दिस इज मॉड पी, सो मॉड पी इंटू कॉस थीटा, ओके, ये प्रोजेक्शन रिप्रेजेंट करेगा। दैट मीन्स प्रोजेक्शन कैन बी रिप्रेजेंटेड एज मॉड पी इंटू कॉस थीटा, मॉड पी इंटू कॉस थीटा, बिकॉज कॉस थीटा मीन्स एडजेसेंट साइड डिवाइड बाय हाइपोटेन्यूज। That means adjacent side can be written as hypotenuse into cos theta, hypotenuse into cos theta. So hypotenuse का value है mod p into cos theta, into cos theta. It gives projection of a vector on another vector, length of projection of a vector on another vector. Now multiply divide by mod q here. So projection of p bar on q bar can be written as mod p, then mod q into cos theta. Just divide it by mod q again. So multiply divide by mod of q. But we know that mod p mod q into cos theta is nothing but p bar dot q bar. ये तो basically dot product होता है, divide by mod q. So this is projection. This is nothing but projection of a vector on another vector. तो हम लोग इससे ऐसे याद रखेंगे कि p bar का प्रोजेक्शन फाइंड करना है q bar पे। तो रिपीट करता हूं मैं, p bar का प्रोजेक्शन फाइंड करना है q bar पे, तो जस्ट दोनों में मतलब डॉट प्रोडक्ट करना है इन न्यूमरेटर, जस्ट डिवाइड इट बाय जिसके ऊपर प्रोजेक्शन करना है उसका मॉड हमें डिवाइड करना है। यहाँ पे फिर से बोलता हूं मैं, हमें पी बार का प्रोजेक्शन करना है क्यू बार पे, दैट मींस इन दोनों का हमें डॉट प्रोडक्ट करना है इन न्यूमरेटर एंड जस्ट डिवाइड इट बाय जिसके ऊपर प्रोजेक्शन करना है उसका मैग्नीट्यूड से हमें इसे डिवाइड करना है। सो दिस प्रोजेक्शन ऑफ अ वेक्टर ऑन अनदर वेक्टर। अभी हम लोग एक्चुअल डेरिवेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे ऑफ शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन स्क्यू लाइंस। तो इसके लिए हमें बेसिकली 2 प्लेन्स कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है यहाँ पे। सो दीज 2 आर स्क्यू लाइंस, नॉन पैरेलल नॉन इंटरसेक्टिंग लाइंस। तो 2 प्लेन जो हमें कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है दैट शुड बी पैरेलल प्लेन। सो इस लाइन में से मतलब पास होने वाला एक प्लेन बनाओ आप यहाँ पे, एट द सेम टाइम इस लाइन में से भी पास होने वाला एक प्लेन बनाना है आपको, बट कंस्ट्रेंट इज दिस 2 प्लेन्स इट शुड बी पैरेलल टू ईच अदर, मतलब कर सकते हैं अपन ये। सो ये फर्स्ट प्लेन रहेगा, ये सेकंड प्लेन रहेगा। वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस 2 प्लेन्स। डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस 2 प्लेन्स इज नथिंग बट शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस 2 लाइंस। इमेजिनेशन के लिए और थोड़ा सा हेल्प कर देता हूं मैं आपको। दिस रेड लाइन इंडिकेट्स फर्स्ट लाइन एंड assume that this edge indicates second line. Basically these two lines are not going to intersect each other. At the same time they are not parallel, so these 2 lines can be treated as skew lines. तो basically हमें 2 planes बनाना था। So first plane is this one and second plane basically अपना ये plane रहेगा। So distance between these skew lines, first line and this second line, shortest distance between these 2 skew line is nothing but distance between these 2 parallel planes. तो हमें basically ये distance calculate करना है यहाँ पे। अभी हम लोग कंसिडर करेंगे पासिंग पॉइंट ऑन दिस लाइन। फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस पासिंग पॉइंट ऑन फर्स्ट लाइन, दिस पासिंग पॉइंट ऑन सेकेंड लाइन के ऊपर का मतलब पासिंग पॉइंट ये है फॉर एग्जाम्पल। नाउ joining these two passing points, it will give us a vector in this direction, and projection of this vector along this direction, it gives us distance between skew lines. तो बेसिकली हमें ये डायरेक्शन फाइंड करना है। हमें पता है कि प्रोजेक्शन ऑफ अ वेक्टर और अनदर वेक्टर मतलब कैसे फाइंड करते हैं अपन, जस्ट 2 वेक्टर का मतलब डॉट प्रोडक्ट करना होता है, जिसके ऊपर प्रोजेक्शन करना है उसका मैग्नीट्यूड से हमें बस डिवाइड करना है यहाँ पे।
Now we need to calculate this direction. Now this direction is perpendicular to this vector as well as this vector. So vector perpendicular to both of these two lines is given by their cross product. मतलब ये रहेगा b1, ये direction रहेगा b1 bar, ये direction रहेगा b2 bar. That means vector which is perpendicular to both of these two vectors is given by b1 bar cross b2 bar. Means this is a vector which is perpendicular to both of these planes as well. So हम लोग ने एक वेक्टर फाइंड किया है जो कि मतलब दोनों प्लेन को परपेंडिकुलर है, दैट इज b1 क्रॉस b2. नाउ वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट फॉर एग्जांपल दिस पॉइंट a2, दिस पॉइंट a1, दिस a1 a2. नाउ वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट एक्चुअली a1 a2 का कंपोनेंट इन दिस डायरेक्शन. दिस इज नथिंग बट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस टू स्क्यू लाइंस. फिर से बोलता हूं मैं आपको ये पॉइंट a2 कंसीडर किया है हमने, ये पॉइंट a1 कंसीडर किया है. बेसिकली दिस टू आर पासिंग पॉइंट्स. सो अगर हम लोग a1 a2 फाइंड कर सकते हैं, a1 a2 मीन्स a2 बार माइनस ऑफ a1 बार, तो हम लोग ये फाइंड करेंगे फर्स्ट एंड देन इसका प्रोजेक्शन हम लोग फाइंड करेंगे अलोंग दिस डायरेक्शन. और हमें पता है कि मतलब वेक्टर का प्रोजेक्शन अलोंग अनदर वेक्टर इज गिवन बाय, ऊपर मतलब न्यूमरेटर में बस क्रॉस डॉट प्रोडक्ट करना है एंड डिनोमिनेटर में जिसके ऊपर प्रोजेक्शन कर रहे हैं उसका मैग्नीट्यूड करना है. दैट मीन्स इस वेक्टर का इस डायरेक्शन में अगर आपको कंपोनेंट फाइंड करना है तो ऊपर बस ये दो वेक्टर का मतलब डॉट प्रोडक्ट करना है एंड जस्ट डिवाइड बाय डिनोमिनेटर में इस वेक्टर का मैग्नीट्यूड करना है हमें. अब कि a1 a2 बार इज बेसिकली अ वेक्टर विच इज जॉइनिंग दिस टू पॉइंट्स. सो a1 a2 का बेसिकली a1 a2 का हमें कंपोनेंट फाइंड करना है अलोंग अ वेक्टर विच इज परपेंडिकुलर टू बोथ ऑफ दिस टू प्लेन्स. दैट मीन्स हमें शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस आएगा. सो a1 a2 का कंपोनेंट मीन्स डॉट प्रोडक्ट करना पड़ेगा हमें b1 क्रॉस b1 बार क्रॉस b2 बार. तो b1 क्रॉस b2 इस डायरेक्शन में a1 a2 का कंपोनेंट मतलब एक वेक्टर का अनदर वेक्टर के डायरेक्शन में कंपोनेंट मीन्स ऊपर करना होता है डॉट प्रोडक्ट जस्ट डिवाइड बाय जिस वेक्टर पे कंपोनेंट फाइंड कर रहे हैं अपन और जिस वेक्टर के ऊपर प्रोजेक्शन फाइंड कर रहे हैं अपन उसी वेक्टर का सेम मैग्नीट्यूड से डिवाइड करना होता है यहाँ पे. दैट मींस दिस इज डिस्टेंस, दिस फॉर्मूला फॉर डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू स्क्यू लाइंस. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग a1 a2 बार को ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, यहाँ पे a2 बार माइनस ऑफ a1 बार यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ मैं. सो a2 बार माइनस ऑफ a1 बार डॉट b1 बार क्रॉस b2 बार होल डिवाइड बाय मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ b1 बार क्रॉस b2 बार. तो बेसिकली ये रहेगा हमारा फॉर्मूला. दिस फॉर्मूला इज इन वेक्टर फॉर्म टू कैलकुलेट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस टू स्क्यू लाइंस. तो अभी हमने बेसिकली वेक्टर फॉर्म डिराइव किया था ऑफ डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू स्क्यू लाइंस, दैट इज इक्वल टू a2 बार माइनस a1 बार डॉट b1 क्रॉस b2 जस्ट डिवाइड बाय मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ b1 क्रॉस b2. सो दिस इज बेसिकली डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू स्क्यू लाइंस इन अ वेक्टर फॉर्म. तो अभी हम लोग इसी फॉर्म को थोड़ा सा मतलब कन्वर्ट करके एक डिटर्मिनेंट वाला फॉर्म डिराइव करेंगे. नाउ एज्यूम दैट पासिंग पॉइंट ऑफ फर्स्ट लाइन बी से x1 y1 z1. डायरेक्शन रेशियो ऑफ फर्स्ट लाइन बी से a1i b1j c1 के, ये b1 और ये b1 मतलब डिफरेंट है. ओके, नाउ डायरेक्शन रेशियो ऑफ सेकंड लाइन बी a2i b2j c2 के एंड पासिंग पॉइंट ऑफ सेकंड लाइन बी से x2 y2 z2. दैट मीन्स a2 bar minus a1 bar can be written as x2 minus x1 into I plus y2 minus y1 into j plus z2 minus z1 times k dot. अभी इनका क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट करना है हमें, दैट मीन्स डिटर्मिनेंट में i j k, देन b1 का डायरेक्शन रेशियो दैट इज इक्वल टू a1 b1 c1, b2 डायरेक्शन रेशियो दैट इज इक्वल टू a2 b2 c2 जस्ट डिवाइडेड बाय मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ b1 क्रॉस b2. अभी हमें ये पता है कि डिटर्मिनेंट के केस में एक आध फैक्टर अगर डिटर्मिनेंट को मल्टीप्लाई है दैट मीन्स वो फैक्टर अंदर जाके बस एक रो को नहीं तो एक कॉलम को मल्टीप्लाई होना चाहिए. सो हम लोग ये प्रीफर करेंगे दिस फैक्टर गोज इनटू दैट डिटर्मिनेंट एंड इट मल्टीप्लाइज रो नंबर 1 हियर. दैट मीन्स इन दोनों का हमें डॉट प्रोडक्ट करना है, ये वाला और ये वाला फैक्टर का हमें बस डॉट प्रोडक्ट करना है. दैट मीन्स इन दोनों का डॉट प्रोडक्ट i कोएफिशिएंट इनटू जस्ट i कोएफिशिएंट दैट इज इक्वल टू x2 minus x1. सो वैल्यू ऑफ डिस्टेंस बिटवीन स्क्यू लाइन बिकम्स determinant of x2 minus x1 y2 minus y1. You can see here x2 minus x1 I dot this I, it becomes x2 minus x1. Then y2 minus y1 j into this j, it becomes y2 minus y1. Similarly it becomes z2 minus z1 here, z2 minus of z1 here. Then a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2 as it is. a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2, it remains as it is, just divided by magnitude of b1 cross b2. So b1 cross b2 is basically nothing but I j and then k
B1 direction ratio that is equal to A1 B1 C1, B2 direction ratio that is equal to A2 B2 C2, ये जो कुछ भी वेक्टर आएगा उसका हमें मैग्नीट्यूड करना है. सो दिस इज बेसिकली डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस स्क्यू लाइंस. तो ये फॉर्मूला हमें बेसिकली याद रखना है. तो distance between skew line is given by determinant of x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Then a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2. Now as it is इसे ही कॉपी करना है. Instead of first row just हमें ijk मेंशन करना है. Then a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2 remains as it is. ये वेक्टर आएगा और इस वेक्टर का हमें मैग्नीट्यूड फाइंड करना है. तो बेसिकली अभी हम लोग एक आध दो सम्स करेंगे इसके ऊपर, सो दैट ये वाला फॉर्मूला का थोड़ा सा हम लोग प्रैक्टिस कर सके. Now question number 1, calculate shortest distance between these two skew lines. हमें पता है distance between skew lines का फॉर्मूला है mod of x2 minus of x1, y2 minus of y1, then z2 minus of z1, then a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2 whole divide by, इसको हमें डिवाइड करना है. as it is कॉपी करना है इससे. Instead of x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1 हमें ijk से रिप्लेस करना है बस. Then a1 b1 c1 as it is, a1 b1 c1 as it is, a2 b2 c2 as it is, a2 b2 c2 as it is. ये जो कुछ भी मतलब वेक्टर आएगा उसका हमें मैग्नीट्यूड फाइंड करना है. सो दिस इज बेसिकली डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस टू स्क्यू लाइंस. तो आप यहाँ पे नोटिस कर सकते हो हम इसे दिस इज x1 y1 and then z1, this is x2 y2 then z2. These are passing point actually, because equation of a line in vector form can be written as r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda times b bar. So a bar is a passing point. This is a1 b1 c1, this is a2 b2 and then c2. The distance can be written as determinant of x2 minus of x1 that is equal to 4 minus of 1 that is equal to 3, then y2 minus of y1, so 5 minus 2 that is equal to 3 again, then z2 minus z1 that is equal to 6 minus of 3 that is equal to 3 again. a1 b1 c1 is actually 1 minus of 3 then 2, a2 b2 c2 is 2 3 and then 1 whole divide by हमें यहाँ पे i j k करना है, and these two rows remains as it is, that is equal to 1 minus of 3 and then 2 3 and then 1. that means distance it becomes, अगर आप ये वाला डिटर्मिनेंट आप कैलकुलेट करोगे, that means 3 into -3 -6 -9 into 3 it becomes minus of 27. then 1 minus 4 minus 3 minus of -3 is plus 9 here. then last 3 plus 6 9 into 3 27, so 20 plus 27 just divided by I into -3 minus of 6 that is equal to -9, that means minus of 9i. इसका मैग्नीट्यूड करना है एक्चुअली हमें, minus of 9i. then 1 minus 4 that is equal to -3 minus of minus that is equal to plus 3 times j, and then last 3 minus plus 6 that is equal to 9 times k, so plus 9 times k. तो इसका मैग्नीट्यूड करना है. so this is distance between these two skew lines. so -27 plus 27 cancels, so 9 whole divide by इसका मैग्नीट्यूड मीन्स अंडर रूट ऑफ -9 स्क्वायर दैट इज इक्वल टू 81, अगेन अंडर रूट ऑफ 3 स्क्वायर दैट इज इक्वल टू 9, एंड अंडर रूट ऑफ 9 स्क्वायर इज अगेन 81. दैट मीन्स डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस टू स्क्यू लाइन्स इट बिकम्स 9 डिवाइड बाय अंडर रूट ऑफ 81 इज 162 प्लस 9 दैट इज इक्वल टू 171. So answer is 9 divided by under root of 171 is the distance between these two skew lines. अभी हम लोग स्टडी करेंगे कंडीशन फॉर कोप्लेनर लाइंस. सो बेसिकली कोप्लेनर लाइंस मीन्स लाइंस विच लाई इन अ सेम प्लेन. सो अभी ये दो लाइंस है. फॉर एग्जांपल these two lines lie in this plane. That means these two lines can be said to be coplanar lines. So lines are coplanar if lines are parallel. Either lines are parallel or lines are intersecting. Means if lines are parallel, for example अगर आपके पास दो पैरेलल लाइंस है, डेफिनेटली वी कैन ड्रॉ अ प्लेन हियर पासिंग थ्रू बोथ ऑफ दिस टू लाइंस. मींस इफ लाइंस आर पैरेलल, डेफिनेटली लाइंस शुड बी कोप्लेनर. फिर से बोलता हूं मैं आपको, इफ टू लाइंस आर पैरेलल हियर, देन डेफिनेटली वी कैन ड्रॉ अ प्लेन पासिंग थ्रू बोथ ऑफ दिस टू लाइंस. दैट मींस पैरेलल लाइंस आर ऑलवेज कोप्लेनर. सो इफ a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. If two lines satisfies this equation, that means lines are parallel. That means ultimately lines are coplanar. If lines satisfy this equation, lines are coplanar. Then
if lines are intersecting, now these are skew lines, these are non-parallel, non-intersecting lines. So if lines are intersecting, if I reduce distance between them and if lines intersect each other, if lines are intersecting, that means distance between these two lines, it becomes 0. Now intersecting lines are always coplanar then. देख लो अभी यहाँ पे इंटरसेक्टिंग लाइन में डेफिनेटली हम लोग एक प्लेन पास कर सकते हैं, इंटरसेक्टिंग लाइन में से डेफिनेटली एक प्लेन मतलब डेफिनेटली पास कर सकते हैं हम लोग. दैट मींस इंटरसेक्टिंग लाइंस आर ऑलवेज कोप्लेनर. नाउ वी नो दैट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन स्क्यू लाइंस का फॉर्मूला है mod of x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, then a1 b1 c1, then a2 b2 c2, just divide by again mod of I j k a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2. So for intersecting line, distance between line becomes 0. That means this value becomes 0. If this value becomes 0, that means numerator has to be 0. That means if this numerator becomes 0, this numerator becomes 0, that means distance between lines, it becomes 0. That means lines are intersecting lines. Now if lines are intersecting, ultimately lines can be said to be coplanar. तो कोप्लेनर लाइन के लिए बेसिकली ये तो कंडीशन है. कोप्लेनर लाइन होने के लिए एक तो लाइन पैरेलल चाहिए, अदरवाइज लाइन शुड बी इंटरसेक्टिंग. सो लाइंस इंटरसेक्टिंग मतलब ये वाला कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होना चाहिए. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, शो दैट दीज टू लाइंस आर कोप्लेनर. अभी हमने स्टडी किया एक्चुअली, इफ वैल्यू ऑफ दिस डिटरमिनेंट इट बिकम्स 0, दैट मींस डिस्टेंस बिटवीन लाइन बिकम्स 0 एंड लाइंस बिकम्स कोप्लेनर. सो हमें बस ये डिटरमिनेंट का वैल्यू फाइंड करना है यहाँ पे, वेर x2 वेर x1 y1 एंड z1 वैल्यू इज बेसिकली -3, y1 वैल्यू इज 1 here and z1 वैल्यू इज 5 here, x2 वैल्यू इज -1, y1 value is 2 and then y2 value is 2 and z2 value is 5 here. This is a1 b1 c1, this is a2 b2 c2. So इस डिटरमिनेंट का वैल्यू हमें फाइंड करना है. सो वैल्यू ऑफ x2 इज -1 माइनस ऑफ -3 that is equal to +2, y2 minus of y1 that is equal to 2 minus 1 that is equal to 1, z2 minus z1 that is equal to 0 here, a1 b1 c1 that is equal to -3 1 5 1 5, a2 b2 c2 that is equal to minus of 1 2 and then 5. तो इस डिटरमिनेंट का वैल्यू हमें फाइंड करना है. सो 2 into 5 minus of 10, so 5 minus 10 becomes -5, then minus of 1 into minus 15 minus plus becomes, so minus 15 plus 5 that is equal to -10 here, and then last plus 0 into anything, it becomes 0. So value of this determinant, it becomes -10 minus plus 10, it is equal to 0. Now as value of this determinant it becomes 0, lines are coplanar. Therefore given lines are coplanar.